Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're talking about what to do and what not to do after you've done your spell work to help your spell work become more successful and even to bring better surprises. You may become amazed at how your spell work actually works when you apply this strategy. But before we do, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path and Tapping into Abundance. And if you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft and shadow work and magic, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. If you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice but you're not quite sure, I have a free video called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. The link is in the description field below this video. So you've done your magic. You've spent your time, you probably spent a bit of money getting your spell all done at the right time, the right day, the right phase of the moon. And maybe you've done a series of spells, maybe you've just done a one-off spell. You do your spell and you try to forget about it. Because that's what you're told to do. Do the spell and forget about it. Wait for the result to manifest, or follow your inspiration to lead you to what the next step might be of the action that you need to take, right? But what happens when you're being told not to think about it, just like you might be told not to think of a pink elephant right now? And what are you thinking of right now? Pink elephant, probably. It's the same with the way our mind works. We have to understand so much about our own psychology and our own way that our minds work and that our brains work to really be good at magic. And this is something that you can then utilize to help you with your magic. So what happens? You might find that with some magic, you're really, really good at it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't think about it. You do it and it happens. Really easy, all right? Easy peasy. Maybe you're great at protection magic, but you're really lousy at relationship magic. And you wonder why. How come I'm really great at doing protection magic, yet whenever I try to do love magic or relationship magic, it just doesn't happen? Or maybe it's financial magic that you're not that great at. Mainly the reasons for that is to do with the subconscious mind. And in the case of protection magic being easier, you may just naturally feel safer in your life. You may be somebody who finds it easy to feel safe. You might not have a lot of experience in your background where it hasn't been safe, or you've done a lot of work on yourself from a shadow work point of view, and so you naturally are feeling safer. And so protection work's a lot easier for you. Yet you may have a lot of past experience or a lot of beliefs around money or relationships that are really not very helpful to you, and they're not helpful or conducive to you bringing in the relationship you'd really love to have, or the money that you'd actually need to have or want to have. And so that can actually be the reason, the primary reason usually, for why the magic isn't actually working. The spell materials, the spell itself, it's important to be in the moment when you're doing the spell, so living the result in the result. So you have to be in the result when you're doing your spell work. You also have to be in the result after your spell work. So you've got to continue that right up until you manifest the desire itself in reality. Your subconscious mind is that connection to the astral. And so when you're creating a spell, you're creating like an astral blueprint. And your subconscious mind is the part of you that really helps bring that blueprint into reality. So you've got to make sure your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are in alignment for your desire. So you need to have the two agreeing with each other. So whilst you may need that extra $20,000 in your bank account, because maybe you just like to have it there because it's good for emergencies and you just feel more safer and secure if you've got a bit of a buffer there, your subconscious mind might be programmed to believe that it's wrong to focus on money, that it's unspiritual to focus on money, or that you're being greedy, or who do you think you are to think you could have that sort of money in your bank account? You might have all of this programming going on. And this is very, very common with people in spiritual communities, to have negative programming around money. And so that could be a real block to you actually really getting that money that you may want or need in your bank account. So you may have to do some shadow work around money issues to help you with that in the long term. But in the short term, if you are doing some sort of money magic, start doing the work straight away. So in the spell, you have to be in the moment where you see that 20 K in your bank account. And what does that feel like? You probably feel it in your solar plexus. It probably feels like a pang of joy and a sense of relief, and even a sense of feeling more empowered, because money actually gives you more freedom and choices in life. So it actually is an empowering thing to have. That's why we've been fed all of these false beliefs about it, to take that power away from us. The feeling that you get when you see that is like, oh, I've got money there, you know, I've got something there, you know, I've got a buffer, or if you want to use it for something. And feel into your body, what does that feel like? So you may have done that in your spell because you know to do that in your spell work, but you also have to continue that after the spell work. Any negative beliefs that come into your mind, like you don't deserve it, you're not good enough, it's not right, you might get the guilt, you might get the shame, or you might have beliefs that are telling you that you shouldn't be focusing on this. That's going to stop your money from probably manifesting into your bank account, because your subconscious mind is actually going to be doing the opposite to what you want it to do. It's going to be keeping you broke rather than giving you the money you want, because that's what its programming is, keeping you in lack, because that's what you believe in. That's what you have been programmed to be in, is lack. And we've all been programmed to be in lack. So our subconscious mind is programmed that way. So all you have to do in that case is, whenever you get that doubt, whenever you get negative ninny coming in and scolding you over what you're doing, or telling you you don't deserve it or you're not good enough, is to allow yourself to use your imagination to put yourself in the result as if it has already happened, and feel back into that feeling again that you had when you were doing your spell work. If you've gone into your bank account, you've logged in, you're looking at it, it's not the result you want it to be, just acknowledge that, okay, this is what's going on. Now I'm going to use my imagination and I'm going to change this. So in your imagination, instead of seeing the low balance that you might be seeing, you change that to the balance you want it to be. So you start to see in your imagination $20,000 there. Okay. So your eyes might be seeing a zero. Your brain may be saying, that's zero there. That's a zero. Your imagination's going, $20,000, $20,000. And you start to feel that excitement again. And you do that every time. If you are sitting at your desk at work and suddenly something comes into your mind to do with your spell, and take that 1 minute out of your day to imagine that you're going into your bank account and you're looking at your bank account and there's $20,000 in there, and how that feels. Imagine yourself holding your phone or typing on the laptop to log into your bank account. Feel the mouse under your hand. Click the button, go into your account, see the $20,000, feel $20,000, that feels really, really good. And feel into that result already manifesting, and do that every time you feel you need to do it. Okay, even if that means you have to go into this visualization 3 times a day, do that until you get the result that you want. The same with relationship. If you want to have a loving relationship with somebody, or you might even just want to get a date with somebody, just imagine that you are sitting in that restaurant with that person. Hear the chatter in the restaurant, smell the food, feel the knife and fork under your fingers, feel the table under your hands, and imagine that you're sitting directly across from this person and you're having a conversation with this person. And go into your imagination and do that twice a day or 3 times a day, or whenever the thought of the spell or the negativity comes in. And what you're doing when you're putting yourself in that imaginative scenario is you're reprogramming your subconscious mind. You're telling your subconscious mind, this is happening now. And when the subconscious mind thinks it's happening, because it can't tell the difference between what's real and imagined, so that's good news, it's actually going to start believing you already are in that situation, and it will then bring you more of it, because that's how it works. It brings you more of what you already have. So if you're feeling grateful and thankful for this wonderful dinner date that you're having in your imagination right now, as if it is real, your subconscious mind is going to go, okay, I'll bring you more of that. And so you will find yourself starting to get dinner dates probably. You can do that with any type of magic. A job, for example, if you want to work in a particular job, then imagine yourself in that job environment, you know, hear the sounds you would expect to hear. Feel what you'd expect to be feeling around you. If you're going to be using a laptop, feel the laptop, see what's on the laptop, hear the chatter of maybe the people around you if you're working with other people, smell the environment, feel the air conditioning if you're going to be working in an office, or if you're working outside, be in that environment. Just spend, it only takes 60 seconds to put yourself in this scenario, and just keep doing it. No matter how long it takes you to manifest this, the more challenging it is for your subconscious programming to get the result, the longer the result's going to take to come. Or you may get the result, but it may be harder for you to sustain it. So what you're doing in this scenario is you're continuing the magic. Rather than letting your subconscious mind beat it down, you're actually continuing the magic and working the magic every day. And that will reprogram your subconscious mind and bring you much better results. This is a part of magic people don't often talk about, but this is something that is very strongly emphasized and spoken about in the law of attraction communities and a lot of the mindset communities. They talk about basically doing your magic every day until it happens. So utilize the best of both sides, the great stuff that traditional magic brings, and also what we know about the subconscious mind now, what we know about the brain now and how it works, how the subconscious mind works, and how we know manifestation tends to work as well. And bringing these two things together so that you can really create the life that you want to create with that joy and with that peace and with that sense of empowerment, and it's putting you back in the driver's seat and doing what you came here to do, which is to create. So if you want to learn more about how you can do that with me so that you can learn to be more focused on bringing all of your senses into the reality of something already happening before it's happened, and learn the skills of the witch and all of the different things that we do from both a spiritual point of view as well as a magical point of view, do take a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. It's my 12-month course. It'll take you right from the very beginning and help you learn more about yourself, connect with deities, connect with magic, connect with the energies of the moon, and also help you become more confident in yourself and in the work that you do, magically speaking. So take a look at that. It's in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and please subscribe. And I thank you all for supporting this channel in all of the ways that you've supported the channel, whether that's subscribing, whether that's sharing your videos, or whether that's through super thanks or donations, or even doing my courses. It all supports the work that we're doing here. So thank you everybody for being involved in that, and blessed be.